Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, we'll be starting the session soon. Our resource person, Miss Darshana, will be joining soon. After that, we'll be starting. Please wait.
Speaker is here. Hello, am I audible? Speaker is here. Thank you for joining us today, ma'am. We look forward to an enlightening session.
Good evening, everyone. We are delighted to welcome you all to today's session on SIH. IEDC, supported by the Kerala Startup Mission, encourages students to develop technologies, explore entrepreneurship, and turn ideas into real-world solutions. IIC, an initiative under the Ministry of Education, focuses on building a strong innovation ecosystem and nurturing research and entrepreneurial thinking. For today's session, we are pleased to have Ms. Darshana Ojha, a five-time hackathon winner who brings valuable experience in competitive hackathons. Ms. Darshana is an engineering student with experience across multiple software technologies. What particularly stands out about her journey is a remarkable record in hackathons. Her journey began with her first ever 36-hour national level hackathon, where she and her team won the Spark Award. She later secured third place among 104 teams at another national level hackathon, marking her second consecutive national level achievement. Most recently, she is part of Team Aerialis Agents, which secured first place at the Google Cloud Agentic AI Hackathon 2025. The team worked on a problem statement managing city data overload, developing an autonomous AI-based system using the Google Cloud ecosystem. From taking part in her very first hackathon to achieving success at the national and international level, Ms. Darshana has experienced the journey firsthand, from ideation to creation. With that, we are excited to have her with us today to share her experiences and insights with all of us. So, without further ado, let's hand over the session to Ms. Darshana Ojha.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Okay. Am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much. So, thank you so much for inviting me here and for such a beautiful introduction of mine. So, yeah, I'd start with the points I have to discuss today with you all, as you are in the pre problem statement phase of your hackathons, SIH hackathons. So, I'll be presenting some of my points here. And after the presentation is done, you all can ask anything if you have in your mind. So, yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, so is it visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, so first of all, hi everyone. I'm Darshana, and thank you very much for having me. And I'm genuinely delighted to be talking to you all tonight. So, this is basically the whole journey we'll be talking about today. Like we'll be covering today. Like this is the most basic thing we can do when we start participating in any of the hackathons, right? Like how we go from a raw problem like from a raw problem statement to something that we can actually show demo of, or actually something that we can start up on, like something very useful, you can say. So yeah, this is the first thing, that we have a problem statement, we are supposed to have an idea on that. That is something very useful and very unique and very different from everything that is already existing today, right? And then the last stage is to create a prototype of the idea successfully and present it before the judges. So yeah, and moving forward. So yeah, this is a quick bit about me. Like I have been participating in hackathons since my third year, and I have participated in seven hackathons, and I have won six of them. Not I, but with my team, obviously. Then, obviously, like I'd call myself an AML practitioner, like rather than enthusiast. Like I've been working on AML projects. By hackathons or internships. So, like, it's been 2 years I've been working on AIML projects and participating in hackathons, internships, and my personal projects. So, yeah, this is a bit about me. So, starting from where we are actually today. Okay, so here's where you all, or I'll consider myself also, like where we all stand actually here. So this is the timeline I have just visualized, that the problem statements are gonna drop on 25th August. Then registrations will be closed on 6th September. So you see here, like it's only 2 weeks you have, like barely 2 weeks. And then you will be having your internal hackathon in September and October. and the grand finale will be in December. So yeah, you all obviously know all this, but before starting, like how we ideate or prototype any of the idea in our hackathons, we firstly start from where actually we stand today, right? So I would say that 2 weeks is not a lot of time to like start from very scratch, like creating your teams and then like starting from very scratch, like creating your teams, then choosing the problem statement and then ideating it, then prototyping it. Like it is a very small time to do all these things. So that's the whole point of tonight. Like we're talking on. Uh, then the next thing is, yeah, this is the most important thing. uh, Many of the teams miss out, like what I have saw, like I have seen in my experiences, like most team do nothing until the problem statement drops. Obviously, like what we are supposed to do, right? Like this is what we think when we start participating in hackathons. Then we are just waiting to get the problem statements, and then when the problem statements come we just scramble. And that's this very single and biggest mistake I want to help you avoid all. Like in my hackathon journey I didn't knew all these things. So I just want like all the points that I thought, if anyone could have told me earlier. So like I just don't want you all to go from the same phase I have gone through. So yeah, and these are the two boxes I have shown here, like wait and scramble versus prepare and execute. So that choice is like being made right now, like right now this week, whether you realize it or not. Like this is your uh, maybe, like I don't know you all, like have you participated earlier, or this is your first hackathon? So can you just show a thumbs up, like how many of you have already participated in hackathons and won any of the hackathons? Anything? Can you please? Okay, so this is cool. You guys are already experienced. Okay. And how many of you are from first or second year of your engineering or like college? Okay, this is great. Like as I have experienced in most of the first and second year, like the students are not at all aware about all these things. Like, should we participate like in it or not, and how it is all done and everything. Like I myself started participating in hackathons in my third year, and I regret that thing the most, literally the most. So yeah, we'll go towards the further point. Like, what's that? You all understood this, right? Like you just don't need to wait and wait till the problem statement comes. You can just start preparing something, at least something, and that I'll be discussing on the next slides. So yeah, this is the very and most important thing you can do right now, as you have time now, and there are no such problem statements dropped by SIH right now. So you, what you can do is, like, you can build your team before the problem and not after. So uh, I have just noted down here 4 points. Like you need only four kind of people, like in your team, not your close friends, not at all. You just need these four kinds of people, like starting from the one, like someone who can build, like who can code, and not at all like only not code but debugging is the most important thing, I guess. So yeah, this is what you your team should have, is like someone who can build the backend or the machine learning models, or the basically the core tech of your project or idea. Then someone who can own the UI and UX part of your prototype. That is the most important thing. See, like whenever we are pitching our idea, like or showing the prototype to the judges, the most first thing, or the, like, as we say that the first impression is created by what we can say, the UI or UX part of, like, in our software engineering part, we hear this obviously, and this is the right thing to say. So there should be someone who can own the UI and UX part of your idea. Then third, the most important thing is the someone who is genuinely good at research and digging at something, like if you have got a problem statement and you have got some of the hours to just complete something on that, or so you should have someone who can like do a very good research and dig into a domain fast. And the last one is someone who can pitch, the one who is very confident, very clear in his or her communication skills, and who can pitch the idea and write and present your idea very well. So, and I'd say a thing that the last one is constantly underrated, the pitching thing. Like, what I have seen in my experiences, I have seen that teams have built literally crazy things, but they don't know, like, how to pitch it, or how should I pitch it, and like they fumble there or something. So that just create a aura minus impression before the judges. So I just don't want any of you that you get to know this after your initial rounds, maybe, that there should be someone in our team who can pitch in a very better manner. And also, I'd say a thing that always pick your teammates for reliability and not for friendship. Like, this is not something we are doing in our, like, just for enjoyment or something, right? Like, we are very serious about our problem statement, and we obviously, everyone um, participates in any of the hackathon just to win, right? Like, this is the core idea we have, just like we have to win. So these are some things to be kept in mind. Like, so always pick for reliability, like who is reliable enough, and not just because he is or she is your friend or best friend. So, and obviously, only that team reaches till the end who have some of the guys or some girls who are always ready to show up, and like ready to show up even on 2 a.m. Like, it is most important thing. And this was again one point that I didn't knew when I started my journey. So yeah. And okay, like, you can also do a thing. You have 1 week now, okay? Like, you have more than 1 week, but take care, like you can have this 1 week for something. Like you can take any of the old SIH problem, like problem statement, like from 25 or 24. Mostly you can take it from 25, and you can simulate the process all over, like with your team. Like, this can be the best use of waiting period, I would say. That you can just have a team, like as I know that 6 participants are the maximum you can have in your team, and one should be obviously the female participant. So uh, this week what you can do is have your whole 5 or 6 members you want, uh, hold all those, like have some of the sessions every day for an hour or for 2 hours, and just think on, like, who is gonna work on what thing, who's best in what thing, so that you don't waste time after the problem statements are dropped, right? So basically, you can simulate the process of the actual SIH hackathon or internal hackathon, whatever you are having. So this is the best use of waiting period, I would say. Then further, I would say, okay, this is again the very important thing I would like to tell. Like, whenever the problem statement drops, never ever chase the flashy ones like everyone piles into, right? Like, if there is a very like it happens in any and every hackathon, that you will see some of the very fleshy problem statements that everyone is piling into. So never ever do that, else you'll be like, you'll end up competing against those 50 teams with the same idea. Always pick based on one question, like ask your team a single question in any of your session, that uh, can we actually execute this well, or like obviously you should, that idea should fit your team well and not the flash that, like obviously you guys might have understood this, as you all are kind of experienced in hackathons and all. So yeah, always look for fit over flash. And yeah, so we'll go towards the next thing. So yeah, this is the again most important thing for designing or defining your most valuable product in any of the hackathons, the MVPs we call. So as we know, the first 48, like whenever you get the problem statement now, it is only some of the time remaining to get the problem statements. Then like it should be the first 48 hours should be the only the strategy you guys are gonna follow, and not the code. Like obviously everyone wants that, okay, hackathon has started and like we need to code or something. So never ever, never ever do that. Like you'll feel that um, to open your laptop and start typing, and but don't do that. Just sit with your team or the research person you have, and break the problem down like properly, and do like do a very 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 good research on the problem statement you have. And a very important thing to watch on is, uh, as I have already told, that always look for if the idea is already worked on, or uh, is there any attempt that it is worked on, or you can actually see the IP, like the intellectual properties IP page of our like GOI only, which have all the patents or all the like all the ideas that have been worked on or something. Like you can have a look on it. Then and after you have done the research part, then you can define your minimal viable product, like what you can have as your MVP. That like basically MVP will be the very smallest version of your idea that actually proves like you're working, like whatever you're thinking, this is the smallest version of your idea that can actually prove that it works. Then so yeah, this is it. Like first of all, you should break down your research statement or research problem statement, then research it in a very good way and define your MVP. So yeah, like MVP is the very important thing, as this is something we can show in our very initial time to the judges. So okay, so this is again a very important thing I would say. Like I just want you to remember that sorry, starting from the very core logic, then the UI, and then polish. Like what I have seen is mostly teams do is if they have some idea, so like before you have your working MVP, you can't just add like you just can't keep adding more features or something. Like basically just create your MVP in a very good way, in a working way firstly, and then you can do it. Like what we actually demoed in our experience or in our hackathons was like firstly the narrow part, like it was in the three phases. Like firstly the judges or the panel of judges just look on what you're working on, then they uh, like there are 2 3 visits they do to just to make sure like who's working on what, and like just the process it is. So firstly, start working on your core logic, complete that wholly, and see if the MVP, your MVP is working or not. Then work on the UI. You have the make it a good one. And then, if you have time and if you have energy, then only you should start polishing it. So this order matters much. Like uh, this is the main thing I would like to say is always like get your core working firstly. Then even with you have like let's take an example. You have something, you are working on a hardware project, and there are some of the sensors you are using. So firstly, what you are supposed to do is uh, integrate everything, and like see if everything is working with each other and like as it is supposed to. Obviously you are not supposed to go out and take the real data and real streaming of the data, right? Firstly you will start with dummy data. You'll have some dummy data or dummy UI, and then you once that is working correctly, then you start working on the polishing part. So this is what I want to say. Don't waste your time in adding features and features and features. Just work on your very core part. Like it is working correctly and it is working fully, it is prototype typeable or not. And yeah, so I would say with my experience that judges always forgive your rough UI but not the broken core. So this is what I want to say on this part. And next thing, like yeah, we all know this obviously, right? Like what actually matters is like obviously judges are not asking, or judges are not expecting that is the tech impressive. They are just checking is like is the demo working, is the core part is working, or the problem statement you have chose, is the solution is fitting for the problem you have been working on. Like it happens like mostly when we are stressed or tensed about the outcomes or anything, like we just leave the path we are working on. So basically uh, keeping the track of things, and so this is the very basic expectation of the judges panel, that is the problem and solution are fit for each other. Then third thing is the feasibility, and fourth is the team defense obviously. So yeah, like avoid adding the unnecessary features, even if it is very cool to show or something. Then never ever over engineer your core idea, and always keep validating the idea. And because like I have seen the teams lose their hours at 3 a.m. after working and working, just because of there is no rehearsals or demos they have practiced on. And also the most important part, that forgetting while explaining like what they wanted to explain. So basically judges remember that team uh, made something useful, and they were able to like not just the clean code but a clean solution of any of the problem they would like to see. So yeah, here I have written below that the what to avoid. And also this is the most important thing I would say in any of your, like you are working in a team, right? So you are five or five six guys in a single team. So always use git to and commit your codes on time, and like keep everything uh, if anything is missed in from your computer or something from your laptop, your system, you can have the copy of that code or copy of that working something you have. So so that you just not lose the work you have done in those hours. So yeah, like that's really everything I wish someone had already told me before my first hackathon. So yeah, like what's on your mind, or uh, you can talk about anything you want to ask the team, the problem statement, or the building, or how you'd be building under pressure, or like let's talk through whatever is unsure for you right now. So yeah, I'm open for any of the questions you have. I hope everything is clear with you all, like whatever I've shared, and if there is anything you want to discuss or ask, you can like feel free to ask. Or you can just raise your hand if there's something you want to talk about.
Now, there are many problem statements in SIH. So, when choosing a problem statement, how can we identify one that has a strong chance of winning rather than simply choosing a problem that seems interesting? So, there are many domains like agriculture, water, technology. So, which one should we choose?
Okay, so as discussed here already, I would say, like, see, first you have created, formed your team, okay, and you have all the team members. Like now, when you want to choose the problem statement, you are already five, six. So always see that, like, the idea should not be only interesting; it should be useful, it should be viable, and yes, here comes the important thing: the research. Like you should research the idea well, and you should actually check like what all solutions are already implemented on that idea. As we already have everything online, we can check if there is something already done, or what's the status of current prototypes or pilot projects. So check for all this, and always look for if the idea is fit for your team. Like if you have some of the guys who are very very good in electronics or hardware thing, so you can choose the idea from the hardware part. If you have someone who have a good knowledge about agriculture, like for an example, like someone who's good in agriculture, or who have good idea about agriculture things, so you can choose that type of idea. So it basically depends on that only, like how you have researched the idea and what all gaps you have found from those ideas. Like once you research for the idea, you get many gaps, research gaps, which you can work on and create something more useful and different from what actually it is done.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, yeah, so
Yes.
the judges expect us to write the core logic code ourselves, or can we use AI and then debug later?
So, like you're asking about using AI for creating what, like prototype or the UI part or what?
Both.
Okay. So, see, firstly, yes, using AI is not at all bad, and it is actually good. Like, obviously, if your idea is about something, um something very, let's say, for an example, you are making some drone or something, but you just need a UI to show some actions of that drone, like how it is performing or something. So, obviously, you will not sit and code everything, right? Like, that is not idea, like that is not on your idea. But you, if you have something, let's say if you have a like software that, like you are creating a SaaS project, so you should be able to code. Like you're getting, if you are choosing an idea from software part, or if that is your core thing to show, then you are supposed to code all that by yourself and not everything by AI. But for such ideas like hardware based ideas, you can just use AI to show that processes or things you are supposed to show, like using the AI for um, presentation or something. Also, I'd say that in like SIH kind of hackathons, the PPTs and like, yes, PPTs and everything, this matters the most. Like you just can't create all this from AI, because you know what your idea is, and you are the one who can design the PPT in the best ever way possible, because you know what your idea is and what you're working on, what is your goal. So, like, this is the one thing I have seen in some of the what we can say pitch decks in my like previous hackathons. So yeah, if there is something else, you can just put the text in the text box, or
Ma'am,
yes.
for the internal selection, how much work is expected to be done on that problem statement? Like you have to have the solution for that and a good presentation, but other than that, like, do we have to make the core features or make a prototype? Like, how much progress should we make?
Yes, I would say you are supposed to build the MVP, like the minimal thing or the most smallest version or most smallest part of your core idea working. Like it is expected. But mostly I have seen in some of the colleges, they also have the internal hackathons just by like what your idea is, and then you get selected. But yeah, keep your MVP ready with you, like the smallest version of your prototype, so that you can already be in the top 10% of uh, teams in your college. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Still, if there's anything you have, like any doubts, any kind of doubts, and also like I would say, you have very good time to start working on this, and yeah, like I wish you all do very good in this thing. So, and also I'm always available on LinkedIn. If you have anything mid of your journey of your hackathon journey, you can anytime text me or talk to me about like what should be done or what should not be. Like I'm always there for any of the queries you have, even during your hackathons. So yeah. Still, you can ask if there's anything. So, is there anything more? Any one of you want to ask something?
If there are any other doubts, you can also put them in the chat box. Otherwise, we can wind up the session. Okay, I would like to invite Melvin to conclude our session.
Thank you, Ms. Darshana Ojha, for taking the time to be with us today and for sharing your experiences and insights with us. I'm sure this session has given us a much clearer idea of how to approach hackathons like SIH, from identifying the right problem statement to developing and presenting an idea effectively. On behalf of RSET IEDC and IIC RSET, I'd like to thank Ms. Darshana Ojha once again and thank everyone who joined us and made this session possible. We hope you found the session useful and inspiring and that it encourages you to take your ideas forward and turn them into something real. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening. Also, please make sure to fill the feedback form that's available in the chat now.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for having me here and listening me like this long. And even if there's something you want to ask, or if there's something you want to like ask about, you can always feel free to contact me on my LinkedIn. So yeah, and okay, I'm putting my LinkedIn here. So if there is anything anytime, you can just contact me there. So yeah, once again, thank you for having me here.
Thank you.
So should I leave?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone, please fill the feedback form before leaving.